Hey folks, this is Kim. Welcome to livemorenow.net. Today I have a quick tip for your job search. Specifically, how to answer the dreaded question, what is your greatest weakness? This question, like I said, is very tricky, even for the savviest job interviewee. But you definitely want to have an answer prepared, because no answer can sound like a lack of self-awareness, which is, of course, a weakness. Now, spare all of us the BS answers that are actually strengths, like, oh, I care too much, or I don't know when to stop working. Not only do you sound like you're full of it, but my next question is going to be, how has that actually negatively impacted your career? Because obviously those aren't really weaknesses. Now, for most of us, our greatest strength can also be our greatest weakness. If you just think about your greatest strength and you turn it up to 11, sometimes it can turn into a negative. So let's say, for example, you're super duper organized, and maybe you're so organized that sometimes you can be a little bit too structured. Maybe you have a hard time with shifting priorities, or maybe you can come across as a bit rigid. Now, I don't want you to answer that question that way, but you get the concept of what I'm trying to describe here. Maybe you're very, very customer oriented, and consequently you have a hard time saying no sometimes, and unwittingly set unrealistic expectations for your customers. So whatever weakness you offer, I want you to phrase your answer something like this. As I just mentioned, I'm very customer oriented, and unfortunately in the past, this has burned me because I've had a hard time saying no before, and I accidentally set these unrealistic expectations, and I was unable to deliver the customer's project on time or at the time that I told them. But again, the moral of this story is that you need to emphasize that you already are aware. So you want to follow up with, because I've gotten burned by this in the past, or because I've learned this the hard way, this is definitely something that I'm constantly thinking about and constantly working to improve. The absolute bottom line, however you answer this question, the most important aspect is to explain that you're already aware of this weakness and you're already have a system in place to avoid it. So there you go, folks. Like I said, a real quick tip today. I'd love to hear about your personal experiences in the comment section below. If you have any specific questions, I try to answer those as quickly as possible. So please post those as well in the comment section, and be sure to click subscribe to receive any updates. Thank you so much for visiting livemorenow.net.